That's right.
Like the Middle Eastern one, there, none of those families are rude. All of those families are respectful. All of those families are kind, nice. They let us get in there. They let us do our job. They get out of our way. You know, they make it easy for us to be able to take care of the patient and do what we got to make sure the patient's safe. They don't mess with our equipment. They, it, like, they'll come, they'll come up and be like, is it okay if I get water? Like, yeah, sure. Cups are right there. There's the first one's ice, the second one's water. We got coffee. You got little pods right there. You put it in the thing. I'll show you how to work it. We have, uh, we have three different kinds of tea. We got stuff to make iced tea. We got stuff to make hot tea. No issue. But when we get family members that think we're there to take care of them, and like, no, we get family members that are sick with our confused patients, or that are there with our confused or patients that are not with it, and they're not doing anything, and the patient's ripping stuff out and trying to get out of it, and they're in there asleep or on the phone or not paying attention to them,
Yeah.
and it's put the patient at risk. We kick them out. I started up telling them, hey, look, we're gonna ask you to leave. Like, what? Why? I was like, because we're going to take a stack of rock. I'm coming in the room to stay with the patient. And I'm not coming in the room to stay with the patient as long as you're here, because that's wasting manpower. I go, but since you're here and the patient has ripped out 3 IVs, tried to get out of bed 9 times, and pulled their NG tube out, these are all things that put the patient at risk because he needs his IV for medication. They need the NG tube because that's how we're feeding them, because they can't swallow anything and shit like that. I was like, but you're over here on the phone, being loud. You pulled the curtain on the other side of the room, so that way you don't have, so that way they don't see what you're doing over there. Like, we're gonna ask you to leave, so that way we can put somebody in the room to watch your dad and take care of him. Because if y'all are gonna be here, what's gonna happen is we're gonna write down we're already documenting what's happening because we have to.
Right.
We have to document that he pulled the IVs. We have to document that he pulled the IVs. We have to document how many times he's trying to get out of bed and we're having to go in there and do interventions. We have to document this. So we're asking you nicely to go ahead and go on home, come back tomorrow, but you're no longer going to be allowed to stay the night because you're putting the patient's safety at risk and it is interfering with us doing our job to take care of the patient and make sure the patient is safe and he's getting everything he needs so we can get him better. You can act what we can. Like I said, we're asking you nicely to step out
Right.
and go home. If you don't, we can escalate it and get a bunch of people up here and get you escorted out. We can even get you hit with a no trespass order. You can't even come on our sidewalk. You can't even pick your dad up from the front of the hospital. You can't come on the property without us having the right to arrest you. Now, I'm coming in asking you guys because they already I go, we're already frustrated with that you're making the situation worse by what you're doing in the room because you're also agitating the patient because you're being loud. You're playing music at the top as loud as you can on your phone and stuff like that.
Right.
So go home, go to sleep, come back tomorrow. I was like, but you're not going to be able to stay the night. Visiting hours are over at 9, but we give you at least till 10 o'clock.